All right, hello everyone and welcome to WordPress training, and I promise you that future videos shot here in the camera room will be far more elaborate. We have all the cameras, we have everything almost ready to go. But I put up the single camera here and I just wanted to do the first WordPress training session as an introduction and do it simply with one camera and the screen and just simply get this rolling. As promised, we're going to start doing online education and learning and training here from the camera room at Fairlawn. So I just wanted to get this rolling. So this is the simple version, and I am going to give everyone access to akronbuzz.com. And right now I'm signed in. I'm going to back out of it and sign out of it, and we'll start from the login process. We're going to just do a very basic tutorial on how to create a post, how to add to this section right here. An Akron Buzz, a little different than our other websites. This is the blog post area, essentially. So if you go to New Post and you add a new post, a new blog, essentially, it puts it in this section as the recent videos on Akron Buzz. So we're going to use Akron Buzz as our training area, which is really what it is created for, of course, for our intern program, also for our own learning and experimentation and a place to just have a little fun. And on akronbuzz.com, you can make a mistake. You can screw up the site. You know, if you work on one of our other sites and you post something and things don't quite work right and the site goes down, that's kind of a problem. But here at Akron Buzz, if we make a mistake, if we do something incorrectly, it's not as damaging to our business, certainly. We love Akron Buzz, it's very important. But anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to start by logging out of WordPress. And essentially, I'm going to first adjust the camera. This is very advanced here, how we're doing this. So now that we have this set up, I am going to log out. And for some reason, there's always some glitch here, but for some reason, you can see up here, hopefully you can see that. I'm going to just double check to make sure you can. And we can. So this is our, it says, howdy, Daniel Mosier. We want to use elaborate usernames. For security reasons, you don't want to use your first or last name. You don't want to use admin and password as the login and password. You want your username to be something other than just your first and last name, because hackers can simply log in by guessing usernames based on the names they see on the website. So years ago, we had a security breach where somebody breached one of our websites because they saw a name of an employee and assumed that employee might have a login, and they were right. And unfortunately, that employee had the password kitty cat, and all of our sites, that site was hacked. So starting from the beginning, I'm going to log out. And when you log out of a WordPress site, you run into this. You can log in here, but you run into this, all this right here. When you want to just log in from scratch, let's say that you're just, on the internet here. So you have a fresh browser window, let's say. You want to go to the website itself, akronbuzz.com/wp-admin. So everybody knows that's the place. Many of our sites work like this. Many of the sites you'll be working on work this way, where you simply type in wp-admin, and that's how you would get to the login screen. So I'm going to type in my complicated username, which sort of adds a pin in a way to the username, and then a very complicated password. So complicated I can't talk and type it in at the same time. Very challenging. It needs to be long and uppercase letters and lowercase letters and the numbers and the different symbols and the whole thing. And hackers love to get into WordPress sites because they believe they're easy to hack and they're easier to add malicious code to. And in some cases, the hackers are going after the server itself. So if they can gain access to a server in the United States, and they can put up other sites and they can spread it's just a whole big thing. So just as a very basic starting point today, the only thing I want to do is just go over how to add simple content. And the reason is this can have a real effect on our business if we can just be adding content to our sites regularly. So we're going to use Akron Buzz as the training place to do that. Here we go. So WordPress was created for blogging originally. The way I understand it, WordPress was created so that you can simply go here to posts and add a post, and you have a website that is essentially a blogging site. And of course, as the WordPress community developed, and one of the key things to WordPress certainly is the community of developers who create plugins. And we won't get into all that today, but there are all kinds of plugins that people create, and we can buy different plugins. If we wanted to have an e-commerce site, I could buy an e-commerce plugin. And there's a bazillion ways to customize and change, and later we'll get familiar with all these menu options. But for today, we are simply going to add a post. And there's a couple of ways you can do this, but let's first just look at add new post, which I do not want to do because the way that stories are added to akronbuzz.com, or in a lot of sites, the formatting is already complete. So when you hit post and you hit add new, if you can see this here, you get a blank slate, essentially. And we're not going to do that, but I just wanted to show you where it is. This is the very basic. And if you wrote text in a Word doc or some other place, and you wanted to paste it here, my advice would be to consider paste as plain text or paste without formatting. So it becomes trial and error. There's a little challenge. If you write text, if you write a blog somewhere else, not in WordPress, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to do, is to write a blog in a Word doc or in a Google Doc, let's say, and then you copy your text somewhere else, my advice is to troubleshoot, trial and error, experiment with pasting as plain text, because you don't want your formatting that's in the Word doc or the Google Doc to carry over to WordPress. So there's something to consider there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to posts. And I'm going to add, so the Tim Carroll Books video on YouTube is about 6 or 8 videos back. It's not a big deal. We're just a little behind in putting the YouTube content, all the YouTube interviews, onto the website. And this is the challenge we face. So here's our YouTube channel for Akron Buzz. And it is updated immediately when we do. That's the first place an interview goes. Maybe on Facebook second. And then the problem is some of these interviews can live up on our other social media, YouTube and Facebook, for weeks or months before they actually go on the akronbuzz.com website. And this is true of our video production operations as well. It's very possible that really interesting updates can happen at our Facebook pages or our Instagram account, because it's easy to just go there and just post something and move on. So the goal here is for everybody to know how to simply go to the website and add that same post to the website as if they are posting to Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or so on. The other thing I want to look at here is in the new incognito window. And what that allows you to do, if you go, is look at Akron Buzz without being logged into it. So you can just see, you have another place to go to see what your changes are. So we went to the incognito window, and here's the site, and here's how the viewer would see it. And that's a good place to just immediately check your changes, your updates, to see if what you did took effect and in fact posted. And again, our goal is to post the next story right here. And again, this is the blog section. This is the posts are a blog. So we're actually essentially just adding new videos as a blog or a post. It all depends on your terminology or your view of it. So on some of our other sites, you might access these posts by going to the blog section. So if we're working on one of our video production sites, your posts are going to add to the blog section. On Akron Buzz, posts add to the content on the main page. So instead of doing a add new post, I'm going to go to the last post that was done, and I'm going to clone it. And here's why. This post is going to follow the same format as the last post. So I'm going to clone the Tim Carroll Books, and I'm going to call it The Mushroom Hunter, Don King. So for, where did it go? See how, oh, here it is right here. Okay, so we've got Tim Carroll Books. That's the original post, posted by Clayton. And what I did is I stole his post, and now it's going to, Even though I cloned his post, it's going to be posted under my name. So I will be listed as the author. So let's go over here to edit. And then I'm going to simply get into this post, which is now the clone, and see we're going to have a problem because it's going to the permalink is the URL. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to want to change. I want to call it the Mushroom Hunter Don King. I'm a huge fan of the just shortcut, copy, paste, and I'm going to go over here to my post, and right here in the title, this stuff has a lot of SEO value. The Mushroom Hunter Don King. So there it is. Now that's not automatically going to change my permalink. I really want to change the permalink now to the Mushroom Hunter Don King. Now that's going to be a problem. I don't know if it's going to reformat it for me, or if I need to. Let's just see. Will it reform? Oh, it did. So obviously, as a part of a URL, it can't have any spaces. It needs to be all lowercase. Look what I did there. I just pasted the title in and it hit the change the permalink. This is the link. So if we wanted to post it to our Facebook or send the person who was interviewed a link to our website where his interview appears, I can just send that link. How exciting. This is the kind of thing I want to do for clients. I want to be able to just send them a link to different things rather than share our work through the our Vimeo or our YouTube or what have you. I want to be able to just send clients links to our site. This is what this is all about, are the links, sending people to our site. So obviously then this has to change. And again, see, all this formatting is done. The video is in here. So I'm just going to try to figure out how to change this. And in WordPress, even if I don't know what I'm doing, I could just look for the little pencil button that says edit. And I think this is where we're going to go here. And in future broadcasts, I'm going to have somebody smarter than me on the line, like Jerry or Clayton or Sam Siebert or somebody that can steer me through this. So there it is. So there's, low-hanging fruit here. There, I can just do this. I'm going to just go down to the, where's the share? I want to grab the URL from the YouTube video. On Akron Buzz, we are simply using YouTube to serve the videos. What I would love to do is begin using the Vimeo channel so that if people do start watching Akron Buzz on the site itself, then what is going on here? This is an old laptop, and it is going to crash and burn frequently. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to play the. I think I can just take this. I want the URL. See, this kind of stuff is going to be a problem in our training if our computers fail us. But stick with me here. You get the idea. I am going to go back over to here and see if I can refresh this. And where did he go? Where did he go? Where's my Mushroom Hunter? There we go. The Mushroom Hunter. Can I just grab this? I don't think this, with the word watch in it here, is the same as when you do the share and it brings up the... Oh gosh, not this guy. All right, where's the... Well, let's just try it. I'm just going to grab this. I'm cheating. I just want to do this. Oh, yeah, that works. Duh. Watch. Okay, now let's see what... Oh, there. Okay. There's no reason to worry. Everything is going to work out just fine. So insert into post. Okay, good. So there it did it. So now I've got the Mushroom Hunter is in the... now I got to find where the words are. Let's go back to edit. Because I want to edit the little description that appears below. And I don't know where that is. Where is that? I don't know how to edit the words that appear below the post. So that's where we're going to need Clayton. Oh, text. Visual text. Oh, here it is. Okay, I clicked on this text thing over here. I know there's a way to... Oh, there it is right there. I'm just going to... Is that going to work if I just change this out? Let's just go to the description on YouTube. Let's see what we have written as the description for the interview. And there are... Oh, here we go. Show more. Here, there's a whole big thing. I'm going to just grab the description off YouTube. The copy's already done. Now, again, this is where we're going to do paste special, or I'm going to see, maybe I should delete or just hit the Paste as plain text. I feel like paste as plain text is the safe way to go here. There it is. It did it. Now, I'm going to find an update or a publish. Usually there's a couple ways to change it. Sometimes there's an update button up here. Sometimes there's a publish. Save draft is perfectly acceptable if you want to write your blogs on the WordPress site instead of using a Google Doc. If you want to just write your blog here and then save the draft, this is, I've found to be fairly reliable. It does save it. The terrible thing would be is if you wrote 1,200 words and then it crashed and it didn't save it. That would just be terrible. That's why a lot of people write it in Google Docs first. So right now I'm going to hit publish. Just to save what I've done. I'm not done with it yet, but I'm hitting publish. And I'm going to go down to my incognito window and check the site. I'm going to hit the refresh here, and I'm going to see if it should appear right here. It did. Now, look at my mistakes here. I didn't change the featured image or the thumbnail. So it still has since we cloned that post, it still has my featured image. And I have to tell you, when you're posting or sharing this URL right here, the Mushroom Hunter, if I want to post this on LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, I want to post my content so that I can use LinkedIn and Facebook to drive traffic to this URL. That's the whole name of the game. And if this featured image isn't set up properly, or if you jump the gun and you post something to LinkedIn and it draws the wrong featured image, then you're in trouble. And so one of the key things to driving traffic to our sites and using WordPress correctly is setting up the featured image properly and using the Photoshop work. Look what a nice job Clayton does, creating art. Look how much work goes into, rather than just grab a still from the video itself, for the post in other places and to make our sites look good, and look at it over here to make the YouTube channel look good. Clayton has done a nice job. No, oh my gosh, not this guy again. Clayton has done, like here's one that I did where I just posted a thumbnail from the video. But look how much better it looks when you have a thumbnail. Where are the videos? Oh, right in front of me. Look how much better it looks when you have a thumbnail with our logo and with a more pleasant shot of the person and then the logo of the organization they represent versus this. So if you're sharing this on LinkedIn, you set the featured image, and let's go ahead and do that now. And you do that with the post in mind, the post on the share on LinkedIn. You want to entice people to click on your content on LinkedIn or Facebook, and you do that through the video thumbnail. So I'm going to reset the video thumbnail, and now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble in this presentation because I haven't done the work of creating this, or have I? Can I take it from YouTube? No, you got to push right here. I need to look this way. All right, let's see if I can do this. What if I can... uh-oh, why isn't this working? Interviews. I don't know why this isn't working. But oh, there he is, the Mushroom Hunter. Okay, duh. Let me just hit if I can save... Oh, thank God. Save image as. Okay, I'm just going to go on and grab what Clayton already did on YouTube. And can I do this? I don't know if I can do... Well, anyway, the point being is, just to finish up this training, reset video thumbnail. I need to go on to YouTube. Maybe I can just do this right now. What if I could just sign into the YouTube channel as Akron Buzz? Can I grab the art? Again, the point is, when you're doing posts on WordPress, think about more than just the words. Think about the art. Think about the thumbnail that's going to entice people to click on your post. Oh, no. What am I doing? I want to go to akronbuzz@gmail.com. I think I can get into the YouTube channel this way. Maybe. Hopefully. Nope. All right, sorry for the delay. But again, maybe the point of this training session is thinking through creating the blogs is more than just Oh, creating the blogs is more than just writing the words. It's coming up with the art. And my suggestion is going to be that if you're working on the website, if you're working on content for the site, that you have... Where am I going? What am I doing? My suggestion is that you have Photoshop open so that you can add to the media library the art, the videos, and you can do this. Can I do this? Can I edit? Let's see. Where can I just grab the picture, the thumbnail, and steal it? This is not going well. I don't look like I know what I'm doing here, do I? There's got to be an edit video. Where's my edit video? All right, good. So again, be thinking about when you're writing a blog that you need to have Photoshop open, that you need to... Where can I... There we go. Please let me download. Oh my gosh, I'm saved. Download. I am saved. Save image as. Look how giant this is. All right, I'm just going to put him in as the Mushroom Hunter. Ah. This stuff takes a lot of effort. Let's be honest. This stuff takes a lot of effort. So I'm going to go back to my WordPress. And now that I have, I'm going to, this is a good thing, because what I can do is I can either go to the media library. Where is media? So you can go to media library, add new, if I want to just generally upload images to the site itself. But I'd get there the same, I'd get to the same place if, oh, did that already reset. Let's see, reset video thumbnail. How did I do that? Oh, it must have just pulled it from the image. Okay, video thumbnail, it automatically pulled it from the or the YouTube channel video. Now down here, this is featured image. And then I want to explain the difference quickly. Video thumbnail is clearly the result of a YouTube link being in the post, and this is some feature that pulled it. It scraped, essentially. The WordPress site grabbed this image from YouTube automatically. When you write a text blog post that doesn't have a YouTube link, then you're going to rely on this featured image feature. And the featured image feature is everything. Like I said, when it comes to posting to LinkedIn or Facebook and you want to share your content and draw people to your site, this is what Facebook or LinkedIn or other sites are going to use as the image related to the post automatically. So I want to remove this featured image, and then I want to hit set featured image, and then it brings me into the media library, which is the same place we could have gone had we gone to media and add new. So I'm going to, you see the media library, and somehow that's already there, which is nice. That must have happened through, maybe somebody already put this in. Maybe I'm losing my mind. So the other issue we have is we need to learn best practices for the resolution for these featured images. 1280 by 720 is probably pretty large, probably larger than what's needed. But anyway, just for the sake of learning, I'm going to go to Upload Files. And since I grabbed it anyway, we might as well go through the exercise. I'm going to grab the one that I made, the Mushroom Hunter. I grabbed that off of YouTube, and I'm going to put it in. Now we have 3 of these in here. Okay, yeah, this must have already been done. Maybe this was done. I don't know. Somebody's going to have to. This is why we need the smart person in the room while I'm trying to figure this out. But I'm going to, if you can see over here, hopefully it says set featured image. I'm going to go ahead and set the featured image. I guess I could pick any one of these. They're all the same. Okay, I'll just set featured image. And now, no, that doesn't look right at all, does it? That looks like it's going to be screwed up somehow. So let's check our work. And then we're going to come back and we're going to edit the snippet for the final thing we're going to do here is Yoast SEO. And Yoast SEO is a game changer. It will change our business. It will change our lives. If everybody knows how to use the Yoast SEO, this is an area that could send our sites to #1 in organic in every market we're in. And what does that lead to? More clients, more work, and more success, and an improvement of our livelihood here. So Yoast, I'm going to suggest that little things like this and big things like Yoast SEO are game changers and life changers and well worth learning and doing. So I'm going to go back to update just because I made all those changes. And sometimes there's a place here where you can, on some of the sites, I don't see one here, but on some of the sites you can clear the cache or the cache or whatever it's called. You basically have to reset the memory in the server in a very simple sense. Up here, sometimes when you make a new post and it's not coming out right, it's not showing up correctly, you have to clear the cache or cache or whatever it's called. I don't know why. Okay, so we're going to bring up the Mushroom Hunter. Let's just go refresh the page. This is the actual page. Oh yeah, there it is. See that's giant. Got to figure out how that. There's so many things in WordPress. You're like, okay, so how do I make that smaller? Is that in code or do I upload a smaller image? There's a lot, and that's where learning the best practices come into play. And my suggestion would be that we get into the habit or the practice of creating images that are smaller than needed, and then if we have to, we bring them up a little, rather than uploading a bunch of images that are too big and the code or the site has to scale them down. I think for loading and for just as a best practice, we should have smaller images that slightly scale up, is what somebody correct me if that's incorrect. But let's go back to the home page and see how it appears here. See, this looks good right here. This is how it should look. And then I'm going to just make a point about LinkedIn or Facebook. Let's just use Facebook. Let's use very dangerous. What should I use? Oh, here we go. I got an idea. I have my bogus account here. For testing. It's for testing. It's not for creeping on people. It's for testing. Okay, so let's do this. We'll log into Facebook on the bogus account that doesn't matter. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and let's say that now I want to share something from our site. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to share to social media. Hey, check out our site with this cool new interview. And so here's my personality here, and I'm going to say, hey, check out this interview. Oh yeah, public. Okay, whoops. All right. Just posted. Excuse me. Just posted. Spring allergy season. New interview on Akron Buzz. On Akron Buzz. Okay. I think we would write something a little more professional than that, but just for this is what I'm going to come up with. I don't know, I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to paste the link and see what it's done. Fetching preview. Facebook goes to the website and sets this. And this is what the point I want to drive home is, if you accidentally forget to put in the correct image and featured image, and then you post something, and you don't realize you have the wrong picture until it's too late and it's here, sometimes LinkedIn and Facebook are just going to use this. That's what they've grabbed. It's hard to change it. So it's very important to do this first and make sure you have it right, because if you post this link and go, oh my gosh, I got the wrong image in there, it's very difficult to get Facebook and LinkedIn to reset what it is that they've scraped off of our site. So it's very important to do this right the first time. But look how nice this looks as part of the post, and we really want to use Photoshop and artwork and the creativity here to drive people to our site, to put our message and our story and our content on our websites, and then write something cool, and then this is what entices people to click. Imagine if it were just a picture of me or something at the host chair. That would not entice people to click as much as this does. This is nice artwork. So that's the point for today, is just working through all the very basics of a blog post and how it can be effective on social media. And why not just post it? All right, this is, there's my son's mother. Okay, this is obviously the secret site I use for creeping on all the crazies. Okay, fun and felons aside, let's move on. So this has all worked out beautifully, but there's one other thing that we've done. We've done a nice job creating this post so that we can use it on social media. But now let's go through and tweak the post a little bit so that Google likes it. And the Yoast SEO is a plugin. We discussed this earlier, that WordPress has a community of developers. WordPress, in a lot of cases, is free, but then you pay for the themes that are developed, and then you pay for the plugins based on what you need. Here we go. So the focus key phrase, I'm going to put video production Akron. And what Yoast SEO is going to do is it's going to look at your blog post. And if I do focus key phrase, my favorite, video production Akron, it's not going to be this. Yoast SEO is going to give me a grade of poor, because there's nothing in the blog or the post here that's related to video production Akron. It's about mushrooms. So really, if I wanted Yoast to give me a good grade, because Yoast is going to give us, it's a tool to give us clues as to whether or not it's SEO analysis, whether or not our post is related to the focus key phrase. So if our focus key phrase is video production Akron, then I'm going to get a bad grade. Video production, see, I got a frown face. Just like the second grade all over again. I got a frown face at the top of my paper. That brings back, okay. So here's where you can actually use Yoast to put in the information into the page that will help Google display exactly what you want them to display in the search results in organic. So just for fun, what if I went in and I put wild mushrooms in Ohio? Wild mushrooms, this is fun. Wild mushrooms, Ohio. All right, so there's wild mushrooms, Ohio. Then here's what's my Google oh, I'm still getting a frown face. I don't know. This says wild mushrooms right here. Okay, so anyway, let's go to see it. Yoast gives me the my grade. Outbound links. No outbound links appear in this page. There's no internal links. The meta length description is lousy. Oh man, I'm getting a terrible grade through Yoast, which is good. Yoast tells you what's wrong with your page and what you should fix. Now, where did where did that go? Where dang it? Where's my edit snippet? Where is edit snippet? That's my favorite feature. Google Preview. Yeah, oh, here it is under Google Preview. Duh. Edit snippet. So it's going to show me what it's going to look like on the desktop. You know what a search result looks like. We're able to edit what Google's going to display in organic on desktop and on mobile. So let's go to edit snippet. And then this is where we can put the SEO title. And so obviously if this were, I'd want to have this as, the SEO title. Sometimes on these blog posts, I just put Video Production Akron. But it's really a better idea to put the title of what your content is. And then I might, what is his name? Don King. Don King on Akron Buzz. Talking about finding a wild mushroom and using them in everyday cooking. Okay, let me make a point about this. We are not going to be successful if you can't write a sentence. And I'm a C student at best, but I'm capable of writing a sentence in a pinch. And if we're going to be successful in this world, in this environment, of telling our story through blog posts and texts and all of this stuff, we have a lot of talents. Everybody's very talented. But we run very short in the area, we come up short in the area of being able to write a grammatically correct sentence that sounds like it was written by somebody who is a mature professional in a pinch. And none of this works if we can't figure out how to write for both Google and the reader. It is very important, and I went through this phase years ago where I was writing for Google. Everything was filled with keywords. All of my writing looked pretty amateurish or stupid because every sentence was, if you're looking for a video company, Akron, Ohio, then turn to Mosier Media. We're a great video production company, Akron, Ohio. Those are terrible sentences, and I was doing that. And what we need to understand is how to write a sentence that makes sense to the reader, an English teacher would like, and Google thinks is relevant to the rest of the content on the page and to our keywords. So a quick lecture on writing. We're talking about writing blogs. At some point, we're really going to have to do some soul searching and address the issue that many of us struggle to write a sentence. And that is not a dig. Oh, that sounds harsh, but I'm with you. There are people who make a living writing, and they put a lot of time and effort into it. This has value. So we need to do a good job on the writing for this to work. Now look what Yoast SEO has done. It's given me the yellow. I haven't written enough. So Akron Buzz is a local online. Oh, look what it did. It says now you have enough words to be a legitimate post, a legitimate metadata description, a meta description of this post. Online TV station serving Akron, Ohio. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go find a place to hit save it all. Okay, there is no save it all at the bottom. SEO title. Video production Akron, why not? SEO title, video production Akron, mushroom hunter. Wow, see, now look what I've done. What I type in here is going to affect this. I don't know about this. I think on Akron Buzz, this is okay. We probably wouldn't want to do this on our company websites. But do you see how this Yoast SEO tool is incredible in helping steer Google in the right direction? We can control what comes up in our organic results. All right, we are done here. There's an update button right there. Let's push it. All right, so I'm going to update that. Yoast SEO, we are using the free version on all our sites. It has tremendous value. Imagine if we paid for the full thing. We have really gotten a lot done here. This has been very successful. I want everybody to have a login to Akron Buzz and be able to use this place, oh, not that guy again, to use this as a learning, as the place to screw up, as the place to experiment, as the place to troubleshoot, and we can blog our way to success. And don't forget to absolutely log out at the end of every session. And finally, we should triple check our work here. Let's just go over to here and make sure that whoops, wrong. Bzz. Let's go over to our incognito window and double check that everything still looks good. We haven't screwed up the site. Oh, look, video production Akron is the, see, then let's go to the Don King. Here he is, and there's his video. And everything looks like it's working. Oh no, I didn't change the keywords, and now there's a whole nother thing. Well, we'll deal with that later. This changing the keywords. Clayton, you're going to have to come on at some point and tell everybody how to do this. Where are those keywords? Where did those go? Because there's keywords related to the, since I cloned it, well, there's all the categories. Oh, maybe it's tags. Look at this section over here. I don't want to do that. I want to take that. Akron business is okay. Akron history doesn't apply. Local literature, paperback. I don't know, wild mushrooms. I'm going to just add wild mushrooms. There's a tag. Okay. I'm glad I discovered that. That's why you go back and check your work, because it's all about these little details. So now, let's just refresh, and then you want the proper tags to come up. Wait a minute. What did I push here? Oh, I didn't hit refresh in the right place. Let me refresh the incognito browser, and hopefully then these are the tags. And these are important, these tags, certainly. And they're not going away. Maybe I didn't hit the update properly on the, I re-tagged. Uh-oh. They're still there. What happened? Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Yeah, let's do this. It's not Akron Art. We got to do this again. Not Akron History. Akron Local Literature. It's not paperback. I was going to do, dang it, what did I do? Wild Mushrooms. I didn't do Wild Mushrooms. I just typed it. All right, there we go. Wild Mushrooms. Add. Okay, now I need to hit update. Okay, good. Let's see if it did it. Why did Akron in the 40s stay there? I don't like that. I don't know. I want it to be correct. This is stuff like this is worth fixing. And we got in all the categories. Okay. Good. Okay, I think we got it. So now let's go back to our incognito window and let's see if my updates to the tags area. There it is. There it is. Oh, it's got category. These are the categories, and these are the tags. This was just great, and I appreciate you listening. I wanted to keep these shorter, but there's a lot to go. What I did is I think introductory or very basic. So please let me know if you don't have a login to Akron Buzz, because we're going to do this right here at Akron Buzz, and we're all going to learn, and it's going to be phenomenal. And I am going to press the stop. Email me, tell me you need a login to Akron Buzz, and we'll get it done. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy.